Part one, we discussed the importance of a well-balanced and healthy central nervous system and stress management during the course of pregnancy. Today, we are diving deep into heart rate variability, also known as HRV, a revolutionary tool in prenatal care that can help you navigate this critical period with confidence and a strong scientific backing. So, what is heart rate variability, or HRV? HRV isn't just about measuring heart rate. It's about the variations between each heartbeat. It's a direct indicator of your autonomic nervous system's health, and it's used in various fields from sports science to cardiology to measure stress and overall health levels. Now, let's talk a little bit about the technical aspects of HRV. HRV measures the time intervals between heartbeats, known as the R to R intervals. A higher HRV indicates a healthier autonomic nervous system and a better ability to adapt to stress, which is absolutely crucial during pregnancy. As you know, moms, stress doesn't simply stop just because you're pregnant. In many cases, it becomes more prevalent, which is why a healthy and well-balanced nervous system is so vitally important. Let's talk a little bit about the research on chiropractic care and pregnancy outcomes, because I think it's important that we have a conversation about this. Many studies have shown that chiropractic care, especially things like the Webster technique, can improve birth outcomes by balancing the pelvis and optimizing fetal development and reducing labor time and pain. But that isn't even the good stuff about chiropractic care. Chiropractic care has been shown to dramatically improve HRV by directly stimulating the vagus nerve, which is the main controller of the parasympathetic nervous system. And this is important because this research by Dr. Heidi Horvick really can help us to go and change the rising tide, because we have this rising rate of interventions and neurodevelopmental disorders. And over the last 30 years, we've seen a significant increase in birth interventions like epidurals, Pitocin, and cesarean sections. This rise parallels an alarming increase in neurodevelopmental disorders such as ADHD, autism, and sensory processing disorder. This isn't just a coincidence. It's a call to action for all of us. Because what we need to do is be connecting the dots with all these things. Things like HRV interventions and neurodevelopmental disorders all have a strong connection. Low HRV or low vagal tone has been linked to poor developmental outcomes in children. Given the rising rates of interventions and neurodevelopmental disorders, HRV becomes a critical tool. It allows us to monitor and improve autonomic balance, thereby potentially reducing the need for interventions and their subsequent risks, and helping to make sure that a baby's nervous system also after delivery is healthy. Before we wrap up, take a look at these before and after HRVs, because these aren't just numbers. They're a window into your nervous system and by extension into your child's future. If you have questions or comments below, don't hesitate to send us a DM as you look at these, because I would encourage you to look at this, share this video with others, because there's so many people who need this vital information. And finally, if you're pregnant or planning to become pregnant, don't wait. Take action now. I would encourage you to ask questions about this stuff. Go to our website, read the associated articles on heart rate variability and its importance, because when you look at this, there's so much great information that you can take from a scan like this. The scan on the left shows an incredibly exhausted nervous system. And after a course of chiropractic care, you can see that it's dramatically improved, because these zones have significant importance for us. These green zones are the ideal ranges for the nervous system's ability to handle stress. Each one of these rings has a significant importance. Think of them in terms of severity. The yellow ring is mild to moderate. The following ring, moderate to severe, and the red ring is severe. And if you look at where the patient on the left was on the left scan, it was a pretty low amount of reserve in the nervous system, aka moderate levels of stress that had built up in the nervous system that this patient was not really able to handle. And you'll look at what had happened over a relatively short course of care, just a couple of months. So the nervous system was showing ideal levels of adaptability and resilience. And this is a really critical component for someone who is pregnant, because it means that even though you have the stress of the pregnancy on the body's becoming better, healthier, and more resilient as a result of getting chiropractic care. And so I think this is important because since everything that we're all focused on is outcomes, we're all focused on prenatal health. We're focused on lowering the likelihood of interventions and the risk factors for upcoming neurodevelopmental disorders. having this kind of information is critical for helping us to have these types of early interventions that can be preventative. I hope this information was helpful. Again, drop questions wherever you're watching us. So feel free to DM us. Feel free to go to our website, elitefamilykairos.com, which you see here below, and we will be more than happy to answer any questions that you have and give you any advice on how to go and maximize the outcomes for your pregnancy. Okay, so God bless you guys. Thank you so much, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Hope this series was helpful.